EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. Right to the air is Jackson. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 52 yards. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They go play action. Cousins. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Cousins. This pass is caught by London. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Cousins. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing, Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Cousins again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. That one into the hands of Flowers. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure to him.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They go play action with Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
First down. Here's Cousins. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and a yard. Now Cousins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On second down, here's Henry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second down and 6 now. Now Jackson. And his pass incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, Jackson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And that's good for a pickup. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off the option, here's Henry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and they're able to add on to their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle, except they didn't get it done.
Yeah, 3rd and long, and a big run there. How about that? There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Cousins on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, it's Cousins. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Cousins now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Play action now. Cousins checks this one down to Robinson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Cousins completes a Mooney on the slant. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Cousins. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Cousins will try and throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Henry again on second down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Jackson. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. That's out quickly to London. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To the air again. It's Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Touchdown, Falcons! Darnell Mooney from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Let's do this, man. Nothing here. Let's go. All right, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he returns this to the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
This 2nd and 4. In motion left, Flowers. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Some strong running at the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down and 8. Henry up the middle. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. A slant route caught by Bateman. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Mitchell. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Jackson to throw. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 1. Just under 2 minutes to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Now Cousins. London hauls this one in.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes second down at 5. Cousins to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Cousins. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Cousins throw complete there to Moore.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll come up now on second down. Here's Cousins. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The drive will start with an option going left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Running from the gun with Henry. Whoa, it still won't go down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.